Hey everyone, TheOnceCorrupt here. I'm bringing you something really cool and special. This is going to be my walkthrough guide of this game. I've seen a lot of people post videos of Digimon World, but it's just kind of general gameplay. I want this to be the most comprehensive guide to this game I can possibly make it. So, without further ado, I will begin to start. Let's start in this slot here. Yeah, so you can see I have access to some game sharking stuff with Digimon War and Monzumon, but we'll get onto that later. So, basically, based on how this goes, I'll, make more of these. So we start talking to Digimon, and here's something, the first thing in this game that people should know about. If you say yes, you have a Digivice, and you say day, you'll get an Agumon as your starting Digimon. But if you say, night and no, you'll get a Gabumon. So I've gone with, Agumon just because I prefer starting with Agumon, and I want to try and get Greymon because Greymon is one of the best champions in the game, and he's not really easy, but he's probably he's easy to do when you start off with your first Agumon. Or fairly easy. So TheOnceCorrupt, because I can't do it any better than that, so yes. My Digimon's name, what shall we name him? I think we'll name them Momo. So yeah, I'm also going to be doing a tips and tricks video all about raising Digimon and stuff. I've played this game through a couple of times in the past. It's pretty old school, that's what's best about it. And I think that what I know and what I can show you guys is pretty cool. So we'll skip the AMV because if you want to see that I can post the AMV at another point, just comment and let me know you'd like that. So here we go. Starting up now, File City. And see, as I said, get an Agumon. And so the other reason I got Agumon as well is because he starts with Spitfire, and that's just kind of handy to have. Because then if you get a Gabumon later, you can already have the better move for him. So yes, where am I? Welcome to Digiworld. So for those of you who don't know, the whole aspect of the game is you've got to get Digimon to come to this little city, so that you can save it from total damnation or something. And this sequence is pretty long and a little bit boring. Let's see here, Digimon. So yeah, I'm very open to doing games where I can show you guys some of the stuff that I've done with the Digimon modifier codes and stuff, and you guys can see some things that you wouldn't normally get to see. But for now, I'm going to make sure that this guide is really comprehensive on how the game's actually played, and basically just some good strategy tips. So we're going into Digimon's house now. Just fair enough. Yeah dear, save me from what? City here? Yes. Okay. So yeah. Realize speaking Digimon, yes I can speak Digimon. That makes Botamon and Tokamon happy. Yay! And now we finally get some movement back up to 3 minutes of starting sequences. So, some cool things we gotta do first. First things first, let's go grab some meat from Tainmon. Tanmon, I'm really not sure. Tainmon, I think will do. Cool. Yes, you grow meat here. So, as you get more Digimon to the city, it'll change and grow and become really quite cool. But for now, we haven't got anyone here at all. The next sort of cool thing we can do is, you gotta do this, guys. You gotta get the items off Tokamon. If you don't, you will have a really hard time early game doing just about anything. I like to move all my battle items on one side and all my food and stuff on the other. Put that over there, and restore. Put that over there, bandage. So, first things first, I'm actually going to go and do some training and show you guys the gym and explain to you how the training mechanism works. So this first video is going to be very much how this works, how that works, but I'll probably cut out a lot of the training in my future games, and that way I can kind of just show you the results of the training rather than watching me do all the training, because it's kind of boring. So, in the gym, you can train to do a whole heap of different things in different stats, and your stats will determine your Digimon's evolution. So, I think my mouse will come up and I can like point to things like, oh, it looks kind of funny. Well, so HP, MP, pretty standard, you know, MP to use attacks and all that kind of stuff. Offense, defense, speed, and brains. Offense and defense is pretty similar. It's not similar, but pretty easy to understand. Speed is basically how often you will attack, and I think brains can affect brains affects what orders you can give, but I think it can also affect a couple of other things like your ability to learn stuff, but that's kind of debatable. People will debate on that forever, and I really don't know, and I really don't care. So for Greymon, his stats are 100 on each one, and 0 care mistakes, with a weight of 30. And his age is 0, which is good. And we're just going to start with offense, and I'll get that up to 100 before I go and do our first battle. So, training is pretty easy. You literally talk to the sign, and begin the training. Now, for those of you who'd be like, oh, well, you can just train all the time, you'll never lose out. But the thing with care mistakes is that you can only train so much before your Digimon will get tired, and if you get tired, it's a care mistake, and that's the end of your great Greymon dreams. So yep, fed Agumon then, because if I didn't feed him, it would have been a care mistake. Fairly simple idea. So that's 3 trainings now, or 3 hours worth of training. You will have noticed on the clock, up in the left-hand corner there, that 3 hours have passed. With a rookie, or with this particular rookie, I'm probably going to do about 5 hours of training at any one time before I take him to rest. And I'll show you how to do that as soon as I finish these 2 trainings here with the defense. 8. Yep, looks like we're going to go a bit early. So yeah, probably from this point on, I might do a little bit more training at the end of this video while I explain a couple other things, but for the most part, with the training, I will probably cut it out and just pause the recording and then do some training and show you guys the results. Or, you know, if he digivolves during the training, I'll show you some stuff then. Good thing to know, every time he goes to the toilet, he does lose 2 weight, which is an important thing when you start dealing with some higher level Digivolution stuff. Rightio, so fed him now, I took him to the toilet. Now, tiredness. Tiredness just accumulates over time with training. The best way to get rid of it is this dude, Kunimon, at the beginning of the game anyways. It lowers tiredness but doesn't tell you how much. Eventually you get another Digimon to the city who can tell you how much tiredness you have and stuff. But I tend to just do 4 to 5 trainings, come in, grab meat or whatever I'm going to be doing, and then rest up. So that's that. That's pretty simple overall. Now we have a couple minutes left, enough time to show you the very first battle. So a lot of this training stuff I'll probably redo in a tips and tricks video to raising very powerful Digimon. And here we go, our first battle, and our first boss battle as well. Because Agumon is technically a boss, because that music means boss battle. So let's go. I don't have any commands, all I have is your call. If you press select, his HP will come up, which is kind of nice. So we can tell who's who. So that move there is doing a Sonic Jab, and I basically want to try and learn that move this game, or this battle, because it's not a very powerful move, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of nice to have another move other than Spitfire, which is quick and deadly. Yep, so a couple of nice quick Spitfires, no worries there. It doesn't look like we're going to get the finish of this game. This Agumon's pretty beast, and the other Agumon's now just sitting there, like sitting in the dark, it's going to get hit. And that's the end of that boss battle. It was pretty quick, it only took me a minute. So this Agumon also always drops a small recovery, I believe. Oh, and look at that. See that, guys? Where it says SO there? That's because Sonic Jab was learned. Yay! You learn attacks basically by being attacked in this game, by the move you intend to learn, and you have to be able to learn it. And he's going to join the city. Yay! Oh, he didn't drop a small recovery. I thought he always did. Oh, well, doesn't really matter. So now we can put Sonic Jab on his move. See? It's a move he was able to learn. Sonic Jab. Now we have Spitfire and Sonic Jab on our moveset. And we're about to round up the video now, at 9 minutes or so. Rate, comment, subscribe, tell me what you thought about this little video, and tell me if you want a tips and tricks video, because I will happily do that. Yeah, this has been the first episode of TheOnceCorrupt Goes to the Digital World. Peace, guys, I'll see you later.